Kabzan Mohabi. Today, the hosted soccer Global Soccer Awards, and Cristiano Ronaldo won the best Middle East player of the year. Of course, there was a lot of awards which have been received by many players, and one of those players is Paul Pogba and Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal, of course. Wesley, before we go on this awards and look at different categories, Wesley is, I don't know if we will be able to put him on loan now, because Mane is playing at African Cup of Nations, AFCON. So I don't know if we are ready to put him on loan now. But PAOK Thessaloniki is looking for Wesley. But before we go with Wesley, because I think we must look at the advantages and disadvantages of moving Wesley, because for me is the right decision. To loan him, according to Ousmane Dembele won a best men's player of the year, and Luis Enrique, the best coach of the year. Of course, they deserve this thing. I mean, for me, some of this, actually almost all of this, were a little bit fair. PSG, of course, won the best men's club of the year. Portugal won the best national team of the year. And then Vitinha, best midfielder of the year. And then Lamine Yamal, best forward of the year, and the Maradona Award. The best academy, won by one of the academics in Ghana. Best sports comeback, Paul Pogba. Yeah, of course, for best comeback for Paul Pogba, I agree with it, because what happened to Paul Pogba. I thought maybe he'll be back after the 3 years, or maybe 3 or 4 years, but you know what happened. And of course, he's playing well, playing for Monaco. I just wish next season, I don't know if he will be ready. He will play. He's playing Champions League now. Maybe he wants to play Champions League, but he can still go to Saudi League next season. Paul Pogba, next season. Even us, Al-Nassr, we can buy him. Paul Pogba. Yes. That's it, guys. And then, of course, Ronaldo last season, he was a best top goal scorer. He was a top goal scorer in the league. And then on that issue of Wesley, because our issue more is of Wesley. PAOK Thessaloniki, according to the rumors, PAOK Thessaloniki is looking for Wesley. It's looking for Wesley, hoping they going to, because according to Al-Nassr, they want him to go and play to compete so that he can improve. And I believe there's a room for improvement when it comes to Wesley. So there's another three teams which are looking for Wesley. I'm sorry, guys. For Wesley, one of those teams is Sporting Club de Portugal, Sporting CP, and the other one is Shakhtar Donetsk. So it's Shakhtar Donetsk, Sporting CP. They are just managing, but it seems like the team which is so interested on him is PAOK Thessaloniki. But Shakhtar Donetsk and Samsunspor is from Turkey. Is managing him. Of course, now our forward, which is John Duran, is playing for Fenerbahce, is on loan, Duran. So if we can just put this one again on loan, but the problem is that when? After Mane or just earlier in January? Because Mane will be back maybe after the 15th. After the 15th of... I expect Mane to play up to the semi-finals. Unless, I don't know, maybe until the quarterfinals. But you expect Mane will be back after the 12th of January. Or after the 15th of January. Because you can say... if you move Wesley now, who are you going to replace Wesley with? Because you don't have that replacement. I don't think we have the replacements. Unless if we're going to play Harib and then we'll push Angelo. We can do so. We can push Angelo and play Harib. We can push Angelo. We can push. We can play Harib and push Angelo. But all in all, we can't say we have the replacement of Wesley for now. But I agree. When Mane is back, we can move Wesley. And it seems like even Wesley is interested. He wants to move just to go, to improve him. And for PAOK Thessaloniki, I can be happy for him going to the Portuguese league, Sporting CP. Even for Shakhtar Donetsk, even the same PAOK Thessaloniki. Because that league is not easy. It's not a simple league of Olympiacos Piraeus, PAOK Thessaloniki, all these teams. But again, even the Turkish league. It's not like he's going to Levadia Tallinn or Flora Tallinn or Namakalju in Estonia. He's going to, for me, all of these teams, I think they are playing in Europe. Sporting CP in Champions League. PAOK Thessaloniki, I'm not sure. Is it Conference or Europa? But they are playing I think they are playing on, is it Europa League? And this one of Turkish is playing on Europa Conference League. Or Europa. Shakhtar Donetsk is on Europa League. So it's conference. Both of these, I think they are in conference. Sporting CP is in... So it will give him the exposure, Wesley. I think he must take this thing. Because, for the past few matches, it was for, I think, that previous match where we played against Al-Nassr, it was for the first time since this league, Wesley starting a match, a league match. So for me, he must leave. For me, if he wants, including Bendo, I think they must include Bendo on this. I think they must include Bendo in this. Actually, for me, Bendo must request to go on loan or anything, because he's the third goalkeeper for Brazil. So because he's not getting game times playing for Al-Nassr now, of course, when you go and play against Al-Zawra now, we are no longer going to play against Al-Zawra. We're going for last 16. And these big teams, of course, Nawaf Al-Akidi is number one goalkeeper. Soon Nawaf Al-Akidi will play both the Champions League 2 and the league. So I think even Bendo needs to look at this thing and ask for a move somewhere, maybe. But it's a blessing for this guy, Wesley, especially for these three teams, because these are some of those teams which especially Sporting CP and Shaktar Donetsk. Sporting CP and Shaktar Donetsk, but either one of this, it will be a good move for him, for Wesley. So therefore, if we're going to move Wesley, we'll have to go and buy an under 21 player. I think so. Because we only have Angelo and Wesley. So if we move one, therefore we have to go and get one. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm interested of Mohaun Kota. The way he's playing, Mohaun Kota, at Al-Ettifaq, is playing very well, but I think it's going to be expensive and they are not going to sell him. He's one of their best players, so it's not going to be easy for them to sell Mohaun Kota. But if I would be interested on Mohaun Kota, unless if our coach is looking for someone in Europe or in Brazil, if possible. But of course, we'll have to replace this. Is there any replacement out there? A best replacement? I think so. If you look at Strasbourg, I think so. I think you can get a player from anywhere. But I believe if really we must include Bento on this, not for that we are opening a space, but we are giving him, it will be an opportunity for Bento to go and improve and prove himself outside Al-Nassr, so that he can get game time to prepare himself, because now he will have to go to the World Cup 2026. So it's not going to be easy staying on the bench while you have Alisson, that one of Man City. So it's not going to be easy. And a goalkeeper Flamingo again. So it's not going to be easy. They will need 3 goalkeepers. If you are not ready, Bendo is going to be a problem if someone like Bendo is not ready. Because I think they have a lot of options. So he must be aware of that. Especially that goalkeeper played very well for Flamengo on these competitions, including the that competition which they played with PSG, Intercontinental. So I think Wesley, this will be an opportunity for him to go. Especially for me, if this one, the one which can materialize, can be this one of Sporting CP, it will give him an experience of going and playing in the Champions League, or again to go and play in the Portuguese League and get the game time, and that will benefit us a lot. So I don't know if John Duran will come back, but moving Wesley now, it tells you maybe John Duran will come back. If we move him on loan, I think if ever we're going to move him, we are preparing to sell him. But of course, this was been my thinking, that we must sell Wesley, but we can't sell him on this stage. We can't sell him on this stage. So therefore, that is why I'm saying, are we ready now? Can we allow him now? Because I saw on the previous match, him on that position of money, and when I look at that position, and I said, we don't have a replacement. If we move this guy out of that position, therefore we are not going to, unless if we're going to play Gharib or Al Khaibari, and we are playing with Angelo. But it seems like Angelo is more comfortable there in that position close to Brozo. It seems like he's playing well when he plays on that position close to Brozovic. And I agree with that. I agree with him playing next to Brozovic. So we're going to play on Tuesday against Al-Ettifaq. Al-Ettifaq won 2-0, and then we won our game. So we're going to do the match preview. That video will be, I will make sure that video will be on the internet tomorrow morning of Al-Ettifaq Al-Nassr, which is a must win. We have to win that game. The next coming 3 games, it's a must win. We can do anything, but we can't draw. We can't drop any points, because behind us is Al Hilal. I'm not afraid of Al Tawun, but the one which is coming behind is Al Hilal. So we have to win until we then go and play against Al Hilal. But of course, my belief is that we'll buy a right back. But on the 1st, I think this transfers opens on the 1st. I'm not sure. On the 1st of January, but I'm not sure. But if so, we have to get a right back. I believe we have to get a right back. So now it seems like we're going to get the right back, and we're going to get a winger. Because if we really move Wesley, I just hope we move Wesley. We get the better player, we move Wesley. So Wesley can go and do whatever to improve himself. And we get another player on that position. It's not easy nowadays to play on in the Saudi League, because it's improving. Most players, and they are buying best players. They are playing best players from Europe, best players from South America and from Africa. It's not easy. For me, I'm not sure. Maybe they can go and get one, but I'm interested of how Nkota playing on that position. But they can go and get anyone. The one player which I was interested on, it seems like it's from Brazil. Bayern Munich is managing that story, and it seems like he wants to go to Bayern Munich. So if he wants to go to Bayern Munich, so we can get another one. Maybe can get another one. It was easy for us to go and get Gabriel Angelo and to go and get Wesley. So we can get another one. We must do that soon. because on the 2nd we are playing Al Ahly, and we are playing again on the 8th, and then after on the 12th it will be on Monday, just after 3. So after that, it's going to be after 3 days. Every 3 days we are playing. After 3 days, 4 days we are playing. The 4th day we are playing. 3 days, 4th day we are playing. 3 days, the 4th day we are playing. So we must make sure that we get these players. But I'm so interested if we can just get a Saudi proven player, a Saudi Arabian proven player, right back on that position. If we can get two, another midfielder, CDM, I will be happy with that one. We are fine with goalkeepers, unless if we're going to move Bento. If we're going to move Bento, then we can say we can get a goalkeeper. You can get a goalkeeper, just a third goalkeeper, because we have Nawaf Al-Akidi and Rahed Al-Nassr. So we don't need we don't need any goalkeeper which is a third goalkeeper. Maybe an under 21, just like Al Hilal when they went and go get that player from. Is it from Lyon? I think it was from Lyon. I think it was from Lyon. That player. So if we can, I think the goalkeeper of is coming from Lyon. So if we can go and get maybe an under 20 something goalkeeper, because we have the goalkeeper of Nawaf Al-Akidi who's going to be there for the next coming 10 years, unless if we sell him. Unless if we sell him, it's going to be there. Rahed Al-Nassr 29 is going to be for the next coming 9 years, 10 years, him including, because the prime of a goalkeeper I think is starting around 32. So of course, if it's like that, therefore we're going to have that goalkeeper for a period of a long time. Cristiano Ronaldo, 40 goals in 14 consecutive. No. I think it's 14 years. He scored 40 goals in 14 years, not in consecutive years. Of course, the consecutive ones we broke that. We break that record. We broke that record yesterday. Al-Nassr winning 10 in a row for the first time in the history of the Saudi League. So Ronaldo scores. He's 40, scoring 40. He's turning 41 in February. I think it's February, yes. In February. So we played very well, guys, yesterday. So we will have to continue with that on Tuesday. After Tuesday, on Friday, we are playing. On Friday, it's only two days, and then we are playing on Friday. After that, then we'll have a break between the 2nd, and then at least it will be 4 days, and then we're going to play against Al-Qadsiya, which is going to be a very tough game again. A very tough game. After that, 3 days we are playing Al Hilal. A very tough game. After that, we're going to be at Al Park at home against Al-Shabaab. Of course, that one, are we going to breathe there? But again, it's going to be another real derby. So it's not going to be easy against Al-Shabaab. It's not going to be easy against Al-Shabaab. And after that, then we're going to go and play against Damak, away to Damak. Again, it's not going to be easy, that one. I don't see it being easy. And then after that, then it's going to be, now we're going to go Al-Tawun away, Al-Holut away. But if we can manage the first four, I think it's going to be simple. I think it's going to be easy if we're going to concentrate on that and win our first four. We'll think about the coming Al-Shabaab and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, including Al-Abdud, you can say 4. But if we exclude that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that, we can start to think of Damak, Al-Tawun, Al-Holut. But now we are left with how many for the first half? It's Al-Ettifaq, Al-Ahli, Al-Qadsiya, Al-Hilal, Al-Shabab, Damak. 6 out of 17. So we have won 11. Yes, 11. 11. Is it 10? 10. So we are left with 7. Because all in all, it must be 17 matches. It must be 17 matches, guys. So we are left with how many now? We have won the 10th one. So if that one, so therefore, it must be Al-Ettifaq, Al-Ahli, Al-Qadsiya, Al-Hilal, right? Al-Shabab, right? Damak. Which one is the 7th one? It must be 17. I think so. It must be 17 matches. It must be 17 matches. Because all in all, it must be 34. Oh, okay. They've postponed the other one of Najma. So we will play that one on the 22nd of February. Yeah, they have postponed that one on the 22nd. Between the 22nd and the 25th of February. Those games, because of the Arab Cup, they were postponed to February. Yes. So we'll play 16. And then the other one, we're just going to start with the second round against Al Tawoun, Al Kholoud, and then we'll then play Najma. So it's going to be 16. But all in all, it must be 17 when we go and play against Najma. So if we can win this 16, yeah. Because all in all, when it's 17, it's how many? 51 points. So if it's 16, therefore, you will say 48 points. 48. It's going to be 48 points. So, of course, I expect us to win that game on Tuesday. On Tuesday. But we'll do because we never did we never review our transfer of this season of July to September, and now we are now approaching this one of the window period of January. But we'll do so. I think we'll do so on either on the 1st, on New Year, on the 1st of January, or tomorrow, or tomorrow Monday. Let's see if we're going to do that on tomorrow Monday, or we're going to do that on Tuesday, on the 1st of, which is going to be on Thursday. Yes. But of course, guys, those are the news. Wesley will end up with Wesley leaving Al-Nassr to somewhere to PAOK Thessaloniki, or maybe to Sporting CP, Shaktar Donetsk, or what is that? Samsunspor of Turkey, whatever. Thank you very much, guys. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and push your notifications until we see each other, let's say tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Bye.